Since the release of Resident Evil 4 to date, the game has received public acclaim from critics and gamers, with many hailing it as one of the best games in history. The tragic atmosphere, exaggerated dialogues and the game's addictive combat system have joined hands and created one of the classics of the gaming industry. As a result of the increased rumors surrounding the remake, the most popular version of the Resident Evil series is not far from expected. As is common in other remake, Capcom Studio now has the opportunity to update and prepare it for modern society based on the sensitivities of the people in this community by making changes to the original version of the game, and no part in the original version of Resident Evil 4 needs to be changed as much as Ashley Graham. Saving Ashley has taken on a significant portion of Resident Evil 4 missions. Ashley has been kidnapped because she is the daughter of the US president, and after Leon rescues her, the rest of the game tells the story of the two escaping from Los Illuminados. In general, wherever it comes to escort missions, Ashley's name glows annoying and noisy. Although it may not be right to remove this character from the reconvened version of Resident Evil 4, it is not a good thing that Capcom will consider changes to this character. Unfortunately for anyone who has experienced Resident Evil 4, Ashley's endless screams can get annoying over time. The hatred that fans of the game have found towards Ashley has reached such an extent that it has turned the character's disdoument into a subject and a meme. It is unlikely that Ashley's ever-screaming habit was derived from Willie Scott's character in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There are also many who believe that, according to Ashley's behavior, she should be in his teenager, but the problem is that Ashley is 20 years old when the Resident Evil story occurs. Attempting to change Ashley's personality so that her behavior is consistent with her age can be a positive step in the development of this title and bring good feedback. Of course, Ashley Graham's role in Resident Evil 4 has been impressive and memorable enough to cause many to turn to the character cosplay, but it hasn't necessarily been in a positive direction. If Resident Evil 4 Remake gives the character more depth and connects him to the story of the Resident Evil series, there is no doubt that his effectiveness in this version will be greater than the original and old version of the game. Although more annoying than Ashley Graham, escort missions have also been seen in other games. Resident Evil 4's Struggles, in which he accompanies Ashley Leon, play an extra and annoying role rather than providing an enjoyable experience for gamers. Since she has no way or weapons to defend herself, Leon must forcibly hide her as long as the fight against the enemies continues. Let's also note that Ashley's weakness and defenselessness are part of the game's fictional plan, because if she could take care of herself, she would no longer be kidnapped. However, there are other ways to help Ashley Graham's character, ways in which Ashley will no longer need to hide in every stage of the game. Resident Evil 4's story depicts Ashley's rescue, so the character's vulnerability is one of the main pillars of the game, but it may not be bad to give Ashley the ability to escape the enemy for a limited number of times if the enemy reaches her, rather than immediately needing to be rescued. In addition, she can help Leon like Elizabeth character in BioShock Infinite by finding ammo during the campaign. If Capcom assigns this character a special task and helps Leon during the struggles, the company can simply turn this character into a lovely element in the Resident Evil series.